Well, good morning. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday. T-Mobile Tuesdays, 2 for 2 Tuesdays. Tuesday. It's here. And so am I. Welcome. Welcome to Live with Nature. I am Stephen Smith, and this is Live with Nature, and it's coming to you from Sarasota, Florida, home of the #1 beach in the United States, ×2, Siesta Key. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate you joining me. I ran a few minutes behind where I wanted to normally start, but as we move through summer here, the sunrise is getting later and later in the morning, so we're still in good shape. I was just listening to a webinar that started at 5 a.m. Wasn't completely done, but what is important to me is this. Regardless of what I was learning on that webinar, it's important for me to come alive with nature and provide an opportunity for those that enjoy this, which I think are many, to make the connection to nature and welcome a brand new day. It is a brand new day, and I'm so pleased. I have a saying, some of you have heard it before. It is a brand new day, and I can paint the canvas of it any way I choose. So I choose to paint today's canvas in positivity, in gratitude, and in paying attention to the details. So that is the topic for my broadcast this morning. And as you can see, I do this without any script. I do this just right off the top of the head. Do I miss some things? Maybe. Does it matter? No. Bottom line is that I have a purpose, and my purpose I am working diligently to fulfill. First of all, more important than anything in the universe is for me to put God first. I do have a higher power. My higher power is who I call God, and Jesus Christ is my Savior, and I hope that you know Him, and I hope that you know Him on a personal level. I've had a personal relationship for a long time. You know, I was born and raised a Catholic in the religion of Catholicism. I went to Catholic school. I did the catechism. I was the altar boy too. All of that. And I am grateful to my parents who took me to church and inspired me to at least believe that there was a God. Might not be your God, but maybe your God is the same God as mine, because of course it created everything that is. It was the original causation and thought, creative thought behind everything that is. And I am grateful for nature. I think it's a good thing to connect to nature. I think it's an opportunity as well during this video to use it for meditation, use it for relaxation, use it to get in touch with yourself and repeat your affirmations. And if you don't have affirmations, positive I am statements, I suggest that you write a list. Start simple with one. I am a good person. That's a good one to start with. I am learning and growing every day. That's another one. So I believe in affirmations because I know that if you actually write an affirmation down, you write it multiple times nonetheless. I use in a notebook, I write it all the way down to the bottom of that page, I think about 27 times. There's 27 lines approximately on a standard 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. And you say that to yourself, and you repeat that to yourself, and you repeat it as many times as you can within any given day, and you continue to repeat that day after day after day, then it will become your new reality. I believe in the law of attraction, and what we're also doing with that is that we are telling our minds, in fact, that that is the truth, even though we might not know it to be truth, so to say, right here, right now. I believe in visualizing your goals already achieved, and that will convince your mind that in fact it is achieved, but you have to have the faith. You have to have the belief that in fact it is. So, then, I'm talking about paying attention to details, and I miss details, certainly. It's a matter of awareness. The higher my awareness level, the more I'm paying attention to details. Because if I just scan over something, the chances of me missing or not paying full attention, the chances of me missing something important are very high. And so what I need to do is I need to make sure that I'm taking it all in, devote my time and focus upon whatever task or situation that I'm involved in, so that I can make sure that I understand it completely, get the knowledge that I'm looking for out of it, and not miss on the most important parts. Because like anything, like our business is a franchise. Franchises are franchises for a reason. They have a set way of doing things, and they have the, call it rules, whatever, but call it guidelines, call it, this is what you need to do. And it's not really guidelines. It's like, if you do this, this, and this is the result you will get. Now, if you take any of that out of there, or you didn't read that because you were in a hurry or something like that, then you're going to miss a critical step or in this process. And then if you miss a critical step in the process, even though you might still achieve the same result or a similar result, you're not going to achieve the result that was intended, because you've taken something away from it. So it's critical, in my book, to pay attention to details. I'm becoming aware that I need to pay attention to details. Another thing that I need to do is pay attention to what is my focus. What am I trying to achieve? How do I go about achieving that and not spreading myself too thin? As I have certainly done that in the past. I did get some rest, good rest last night. I get up really early, and then I work a physical day. I've got every pretty much hour of the day accounted for in a calendar now. And then I'm still lacking there because I'm not paying attention to the details. When I think of something, I need to put it on my calendar, put a reminder on it. I put a 10-minute reminder on it, of course. That's the standard thing with the Google Calendar. Then I put an hour reminder, so bam, I can get reminded about an hour ahead. Okay, remember that you've got this going. The details are what is critical to making certain that I actually achieve the intended goal. So yeah, it's important to me. And I think it needs to be important to everybody, because I know and I respect the fact that we are so busy and that we have so many different responsibilities, tasks, to-dos. And what I'm going to say is don't beat yourself up if you don't get it all done. Put it on the to-do for tomorrow. But I'm going to give an example here. I remember, I was in the healthcare industry for about 15 years. We were a manufacturer of record management systems for hospitals, nursing homes, and home health agencies. So we manufactured the binders, dividers, chart racks, labels, alert systems for the nursing, and what we did is do ring binders, but they were special ring binders. They were made of a special plastic. They were very, very durable. The best binder you can buy. Now, point being this, we were selling records management systems. Back in the day, everything was on paper. Some things are still on paper. So with the advent of computers, it's kind of changed things, but then there still is a hard copy. There still needs to be a hard copy to the best of my knowledge. Though I've been out of that industry for a long time. My point, don't get off the point, Steve. Because that's what I just did. I did get off the point, and so therefore it went away from me about that quick. Pay attention to the details. Where is it, Stephen? Yes. So I'm running the customer service department, building the customer service department, because I helped build that company from doing hundreds of thousands of dollars to doing millions of dollars of business. But in that process, we had to build a team. So I was the leader for that part of it. But I was also the person as the manager that had to take what I refer to as the heat calls, the really upset customers. You know, and I don't know what to do with this particular situation, so Steve, can you help me out? What should we do here thing? And I remember, it was tough. It was so tough that I grew at that point in time in my life to really not enjoy it a whole lot. I really didn't, because, you know, what fun is it to have to deal with really upset customers? And I always felt sorry for particularly the receptionist. She'd get the brunt of it. Be a little bit easier on the customer service rep, and then they'd be even nicer when they got to me. And that's just kind of how it flowed. But the thing about it is that, okay, now I've got this issue, and now I need to deal with it. Okay, so we got to go pull the file, look at what's going on, identify the problem, try and then come up with a solution for the problem. But I would have a stack of things to do every day. I mean, stack. And it really started wearing down on me, because I had this stack, and I might get it down to here, but by God, yes, always something left over. Always didn't get it all done. So that wore away at me. It did. But I'll tell you this, the next day I could just go in, I could try and get that done, and then start with those ones first, put the other ones underneath, and then start working through it. And just do the best that I can. And I tell you what, I know today that, you know what, if you just do the best that you can with it, don't beat myself up over it, things I didn't get done, then it's going to be okay. Get things done as we can. Pay attention to the details. Look and raise our awareness to a point where, yes, we are fully aware, not just kind of listening. It's even like me sitting here trying to listen to a webinar, knowing full well I've got this Live with Nature that's super important to me, and trying to do two things at the same time. I'm not that great of a multitasker anymore. I'm not. But when I took my focus off of the webinar, I'm missing stuff. I'm missing some important stuff. I knew that. Okay. It's just a matter of figuring it out. So this is always, these topics are for me as much as they're for just sharing with everybody else. I hope that you're having a good day, okay? I really do. Didn't mean to dump on you about details. But I think it's an important factor of life, is to raise our awareness levels to a point where we are really giving whatever we are trying to focus upon our full attention. So in the meantime, my full attention is going to be upon welcoming in this day, saying thank you so very much for joining me this morning, letting you know that I appreciate the fact that you take time to come and join me. This is a bit of a lengthy video. I am obviously, it's going to be on my Facebook page, Stephen Smith SRQ. It's going to be on our Live with Nature Facebook page, and it will ultimately be on YouTube. So it gives you the opportunity to go back. Like if something was important and you can't spend all this time right now, that I understand. That's what just happened right a moment ago here, because I had to back out of that webinar to do what I'm doing right now. Fair enough. I can go back and look at it when I got more time. So we just put that on the to-do list or whatever. Or maybe I heard enough already. You know, I'm feeling like I got enough of it. I got the gist of what was going on there. So focusing on today is the beauty, because actually I need to just focus in this moment, do what I need to do, and get what I need to get done, because in fact I am not guaranteed tomorrow. I hope for tomorrow. I want tomorrow. I'm not afraid of dying, by the way. That happens, it happens. But I just don't have an active desire to want to be dead anymore. Yes, in fact, I felt that. I did. But you know what? Those days are gone, because this is the story. The story is I've made poor decisions. I have taken myself to the, you know, as close to hell as you can possibly get on earth. But the fact of the matter is that I'm not there anymore. I decided to change things, and it's all about thinking and changing your thinking and being positive. And that's what it is. Be positive. Why not? We only have this moment. Let's enjoy it the most that we can. I hear a cardinal out there somewhere. So we've had some great Live with Natures lately. We've gotten the hawk on there. We've got some squirrels involved. some other birds, some egrets. I think they're egrets is what they are, the natural lawn aerators around here. Welcome into today. It is Tuesday. We're going to be going out front here in just a moment. We'll watch the sun come up. I'll do some interaction with the comments, do some shout outs. I will take some time. I will not talk, okay? And we'll have that opportunity then to do some repeating of our affirmations and serious meditation. So I'll leave that for a portion of time as well. I'll come back. I'll be praying, and I'll be praying for myself as well as you and everybody else in this universe. And just trying to just move forward in a positive way. What comes to my mind is and we talked about this last night in my writing course. It really was awesome, and I was like, I've seen that video. I can't think of his name, Colonel William, not thinking of his last name, but he's a Navy SEAL. He gave a commencement speech at the University of Texas, Austin, and I have watched that video over and over and over, and I love it. And he says it's the 10 things that you should do to try and be successful in life and make a difference. And one of them, the first one, is make your bed. And if you make your bed, at least you've got one task completed. And then you can go from there and go forward and on to the next and on to the next. But that tells your mind, okay, I've got something done already. It's a killer video. I posted a portion of it up. If you haven't seen it, do. If you want to know the specific name, I'll look into that for you. Send me a direct message. If we're not friends already, send me a direct message, and I'll look forward to hearing from you. Send in a friend request. I've got a group, Life Begins When You Start Living. Inspire, hashtag inspire people, hashtag inspire others. Fabulous community. I've got a fabulous community of people that listen, and I'm appreciative of it because I live and I learn and I grow from you. And together we are strong, and we shed the light in a world of a lot of darkness. And we shed that light, and together we're stronger, because I am only one guy, but you know what? A team actually makes things happen. And thank you. That's enough for me talking. Welcome to today. I hope that you're having a good day so far. Okay, once again, low network connection. Okay, go live. All right, so whatever, you know, Stephen, I swear, sometimes you just surprise yourself. And I don't know why I get those kinds of messages. I assumed it was going live. It was live the last time. Sonny, I see your hearts. Thank you very much. You know, technology just blows my mind sometimes, and it just frustrates the heck out of me. I'll be real honest sometimes. You know, it's all good. It's got its place, but it also creates a heck of a lot of stress sometimes. So anyways, in the meantime, welcome to today. It is a beautiful day. I think I took the flash off. I did. It's probably around 6:30 a.m. here, East Coast Standard Time in Florida. You are in Sarasota, Florida. It is another day. It is Tuesday is what they call it. And hey, welcome. Thank you so very much for taking time to join me. It is pretty warm already. It's got to be about 75, 77 degrees. It is very high humidity, probably 95%. It is going to get very hot, somewhere around 90 something, 2, 3, but feel like 100 or better. All right, there is probably our friend Tweety Pie is right there. Red-tailed hawk is joined us as well. You can hear it in the distance. Tweety Pie is accounted for and present. Haven't named the red-tailed hawk yet. We were looking for names. If you have a name, feel free to put that name in here. It's interesting. I'm looking at this screen, you know, there again, technology. Trying to tell you, oh, you're looking, oh, how many live viewers do I have? Well, how many people do I have comments? Well, you know, all of that really isn't the important part. And I'm looking at a screen that shows me nobody watching, no live viewers. But you know what? I happen to know that's different. So, you know, unless you know for a fact, don't believe everything you hear. That's where I'm going with that one. So that's a beautiful bird. These mockingbirds are the great imitator. They will definitely reproduce the sounds of just about any bird out there. I love nature. I'm planning on doing some really great stuff. I've got good stuff coming. Went live last night. Stephen Goes Live. And we were supposed to have Trenton Samuel on. Once again, there was a, miscommunication. Kind of sparked me to be talking about paying attention to details this morning because I missed. I'm sorry, folks. I just saw the red-tailed hawk come up. He's sitting up there. I missed, and I was behind the ball on getting information to him, so he was probably rushed as well because everybody's so busy, and then so we had a miscommunication on timing, just having to learn a lesson about the paying attention to details. And I got a recommendation this morning. I need more time, advance notice. That's really important. Good feedback. So I am going to apply that feedback and try and make sure that people know. Try and set specific times, be accountable on those times, and make it so it's easier for people to, instead of just coming on blindly at whatever time it happens. Okay, those are the kind of details I need to pay attention to. So the hawk is up in this tree. Can't really see him too well. Tweety bird came down here. Good morning, Tweety bird. Tweety pie. Can you talk for us, Tweety pie? Awesome. Awesome. All right, so I don't even see any comments this morning, probably because of the way it fired off. Typical technical stuff. Technology is beautiful, but technology sucks sometimes. But it really doesn't matter. Go ahead, leave a comment. Feel free to share this video out. Go to our Facebook page, like our Facebook page. Go to YouTube and hit subscribe, please. I'll be going, Stephen Goes Live. Tonight we are doing Purpose-Driven Life. Again, day 5. Rick Warren's Finding Our Purpose here. Understanding what God has, really expecting of us from the standpoint of what are we trying to do with our lives. All right, so now I see that there is one live viewer. Now there's not one live viewer, but I know for a fact that I've seen this before. I'll have, say, 5. My friend will have, say, 7, and there again, it just really is important. Because like I've said before, I do these videos not only for myself, really for myself. And if other people like them, then that's really awesome, That's about the size of it. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to leave it focused on here. We got the sun coming up. It's a brand new day. Welcome to Sarasota, Florida. I hope that you're enjoying yourself. That's okay. That's the basic view that I'm getting right out of my camera, the standard view. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm going to stop talking now. Use this time for meditation, relaxation, repeating your I am statements. Enjoy yourselves. Talk amongst each other if you want. And I'll go do my I am statements, and I'll be back in a little bit. We'll do a prayer. In the meantime, enjoy yourselves. That hawk is sitting up there in that tree. I can see its tail moving. It's about the size of it. There he went. Okay. Enjoy. I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, good morning everybody. Hello, I am back. Welcome, welcome. I want to do some shout outs, and I want to say Steve Bray, thank you so very much for joining, and Manny Laverty. I hope that you're doing better, Manny. Manny, I know, wasn't feeling well. He's dealing with some situations, some serious pain, by the way, and some health issues. So we'll be praying for Manny this morning as well. I hope that he's doing better. He is a member of our elite group of writers. Now, he's working on a book, and really what was so awesome about it, now we wrapped up our course last night. It was a 6-week course, and it was awesome. You know, I learned a whole lot, and so I've been working on, you know, formulating this book. I've written part of it, and I'm working on the rest of it. It takes a lot of thought. There again, what are we talking about today? What was my topic? Paying attention to the details. Tell you what. So yeah, there's a lot of detail in this book, because it really is going to be a self-help how-to guide, a resource guide. You know, if you need help, you know, I'm not necessarily the guy. All I can do is to share my story about my experiences, about the strength that I have, and about the hope for the future that I have, and the fact that I enjoy life now. And there was a day where I did not, absolutely couldn't stand it. I did not wake up like I do these days. Didn't wake up and say, thank you, Lord, for a brand new day. Thank you for letting me be here, living in a life of gratitude. And I'll tell you what, if you are in a situation where you are feeling down, or you're depressed, or you're angry, and you've got resentments and stuff like that, you know what? There can be an opportunity for you to make a difference. And it all starts with your thoughts. It all starts with your perspective. Thoughts create emotions, which relate back to our belief system, which are our agreements that we've made within ourselves. And we learned these at a very early age. Now, not everything that we learned, and I know that our parents really tried, I believe, in most circumstances, to do the best that they possibly could for us. And sometimes the way that they delivered it created a situation where we felt bad about ourselves. So we grew up not feeling worthy. We grew up feeling not happy about our life, not thinking that we were good enough, not thinking that we had the ability to even be happy, waking up or thinking, I wish I wasn't here kind of thinking. And I have been there, but I am not there anymore. I've made some very seriously bad choices, but you know what? I would not change those choices, because you know what? I would not be standing here with the thinking that I have today if I had not experienced those things. And I'm grateful to God for the fact that He ultimately put me through all that pain and anguish. And you know, I apologize to anybody that I've hurt. My kids, my parents, my brother and sister, my relatives, my friends, people I don't even know that might have been offended, people that might have offended that I didn't even know. You know, I apologize, you know, but you know, what I can say is this: what do I have? I have a choice now to make a difference. That's what I have a choice to do. And I have a choice to either like life or not like life. And I choose to like life. I choose to be positive. I choose to get up off of the ground. It's the old saying, get back on the horse that bucked you off. It can be done, and you can do it. And I'm ready here to help you. I am. I am not the know-it-all. All I can do is share my story. You can go from there, and I can point you in the direction of some professional help if you need professional help. That's what I'm doing in this book. Anyways, I do have a group too. It supports all of that which I was just talking about, and it supports each other, and it's a safe place. You know, life begins when you start living. Hashtag inspire people who hashtag inspire others. My deal is to define my purpose. I'm doing a 40-day journey. We're reading in the book The Purpose Driven Life by Rick Warren, a pastor, million copy bestseller of multiple books out in Saddleback Community Church. He's the pastor of in Laguna Hills, California. And join me for that. Stephen Goes Live. The Purpose-Driven Life, Day 5 tonight. Probably around 7:30. That's what I'm going to try and shoot for. And I'm trying to focus on the most important things in my life. Number one being God. Now, if my God is not your God, I'm talking about the thing and the thought and the original causation that created everything that is. I specifically believe in God. I specifically accept the fact that Jesus Christ died on the cross for my sins, and through his blood and his sacrifice that I am saved. I'm involved with Stella Ann Alcantar. She has an online church. It's awesome. I learned so much. This is where I say, I admit, I don't know it all, and I can learn and grow. I learn and grow from everybody if I allow myself to open my mind to listen. Divine Intervention Missionary of God, Stella Ann Alcantar. She is, in fact, my spiritual leader. She is one of my accountability partners. So we try and hold each other accountable to what we're trying to do. I have a purpose. My purpose is to talk about and share my story, to share the fact that my story revolves around me releasing control. I am not in charge, and I didn't create all this stuff. I didn't. But God did, and I love it, and I love nature, and I think nature's good for us, and I'm glad that you're here. Thank you so very much. Take time to go ahead, go to the Facebook page, Live with Nature, LWN Live with Nature on Facebook. We're also on YouTube, LWN Live with Nature on YouTube. We've got over 130 videos up there. There's tons of content. I know your time is valuable. I appreciate that. I know that everybody can't stay for the whole thing. Go back on the replay, zip to wherever you think you need to be, but go to the beginning for sure, go to the end for sure. And in the meantime, let's welcome today. I'm going to pray now. I'm going to say thank you, everybody, for taking time to join me. I appreciate that. Dear Lord, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for today. It is a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday. Lord, I just ask that you be with us today. I ask that we allow ourselves to overcome the obstacles that we might have in our life, that we might break through the barriers that have been holding us back in the past, Lord, that we might be able to get further in life and learn and grow from others, that we might find and define our purpose, that we might go through life in a positive manner, and that you might help us, particularly if we're suffering from, situations here. I am a spiritual person, you know that, Lord. I'm having a human experience. I'm trying to share your word. I'm trying to help other people, and help me to just do that to the best of my abilities. And Lord, I want you to do that for all of us, anybody that might be listening and those that aren't. Shed the light in the darkness. We are the light. We are energy. We have a soul. There is something more than this. I firmly believe that. This is just the beginning stages. This is the school of learning how to deal with other people and learning to do the right things. Lord, help us to do the right things and make good choices. And I pray these words. And if we're suffering, like I said, addictions, illness, loss of family, friends, or relatives, financial concerns, Lord, help us to release this stuff and turn it over to you so that you can just guide us in the way that you have. I know that there's already a plan. You had that plan planned out long before I was ever here. Help me just to achieve that plan. Help us all to achieve our plans and manifest our dreams and our goals in abundance. And I say, in Jesus' name, amen. I say, namaste and namaskar. I honor your spirit. Hello, spirit, how are you? I hope you're having a great day. It's going to be another big day again. I know I've got lots to do. I'm kind of running behind a little bit here, but nonetheless, I'm going to just work away at trying to pay attention to the details, focus on one thing, get that done, focus on making sure that I pursue my purpose, making sure that I share that message with everybody else. In the meantime, this is Stephen Smith. You're in Sarasota, Florida, home of the #1 beach, Siesta Key. Take care. Have a great day. Enjoy your day. Make the best of it. And put a smile on somebody's face. Thank you so very much. I'll be signing off for now. We'll see you around. Take care. So awesome, everybody, awesome. So I see that we got, now I'm getting notifications here. For a minute there I wasn't, so I'm glad that I am. That way I can respond. Feel free to make comments. Feel free not to make comments. Feel free to use, I'm going to stop talking in a moment. I am. And what I'm going to ask you to do is, if you can, just use this for introspection. The sun's about to come up over this house. Just use it for a peaceful time, meditation time, repetition of I am positive affirmation statements. And you know, I'll come back, I might say another word or two, but the point is, this video is also an opportunity not only to, you know, listen to what my message is about today, paying attention to details, focusing and giving our full attention to what we're trying to achieve at that moment, and then meditation too. Meditation, looking at ourselves, affirming who we are, knowing that in fact we are good people. If we're struggling, by God's power, we can overcome this. Because I promise you, and I'm going to get in front of the camera, yes, I promise you that when I tried to do it on my own, I was unsuccessful. 100%. It always turned bad. Particularly in my case, using drinking to drown my sorrow and to disconnect from reality. I love reality. I love being here. I don't like the mosquitoes around me too much, but you know what? So what? That's all part of the deal too. You can overcome it. I did it. If I did it, you can do it. I believe in you, and you can do it too. All right, Ryan Roth, thank you so very much. And our super fan and OG, Live with Nature, Sonny Sue. All right, thank you so very much, Ryan. Casey Dean, Jamie Moore, I don't have my glasses on. I don't want to butcher this name. Masario? I'll say Masario. Jamie Moore Masario, thank you for watching. Steve Bray, appreciate you. Manny, I know that others were here. If I didn't say your name, I still appreciate you. Have an exceptionally awesome day. The video will roll. We can continue to watch this going. Enjoy.